What's up, YouTube? We're back with another episode. What the hell am I doing? And this week sucks because I bet a death shot last week on a garbage fight, and I should have known better. Ben Askren was chosen for a reason, like I said, but it proved not to be a fight. He just showed up for a paycheck. Apparently, he didn't even work out. He was like 20 pounds higher in weight than normal. I don't know why I didn't factor that in, but here we go. You know, I screwed up. It looked like he didn't care right after the fight. You know, he was walking away with a big smile on his face with his wife. That whole stoppage was weird too. I gotta say that left a bit of a crap taste in my mouth. He got up. It was a good punch, but you know, I don't know. He got up and it was just stopped like, you know, he was done already. And that stoppage surprised me. I've watched boxing for, 33 years almost, pretty much now. And, most of the time when a guy gets up like that and he's standing there by the 8 count, he walked forward. He doesn't move well. I don't think he really looked out of it when he was walking forward. I think he's just not he's a bit of a moron when he walks. I think what should have happened is he should have got another exchange, and if he was really out on his feet, the ref would have stopped the fight. And if not, the fight would have continued. And I would have liked to see what would have happened, because in that type of a situation, that's when an inexperienced guy blows his wad trying to put a guy away, and then for the rest of the fight, he's got nothing left. And that's what could have made that fight interesting, but it almost felt like a setup. I don't know. But either way, I'm a man of my words, so here's the death shots. I'm going to do the death shots. I am going to ask you guys a question. I'm curious what you guys would think. In a case like this, I feel kind of ripped off. I feel like I shouldn't be doing them. I feel like I should renege, or I should double down. And if I were to double down, since there's an event today, if I was to say, that one left a bit of a shit taste in my mouth. What if I take that bet and double down on, say, Jorge Masvidal tonight? If that one goes bad for me, then, instead of a quarter, I have to do more. I don't think I would do double that. I don't think I would do a half dropper of this. That would be insane. But, you guys see what I'm saying. So I'm curious. Leave a comment and tell me what you think. If there's a fight like this that just feels funny, or maybe a draw, or some kind of weird situation that happens, and want to double down instead, or do something a little bit more risky instead. Not double down, but more risky. Tell me what you think of that idea. And it seems like these betting videos are starting to do a little better, so I want to thank everybody for watching them. Make sure if you haven't, you hit that subscribe button down there. And of course, hit the like button. We're not getting enough likes. We're getting a lot of views now. Seems like, the views have gone up 70 views for the last video in 1 week. That's pretty good. But not enough likes. So hit the like, everybody, and hit that subscribe. Okay, so we're going to do this in a minute. But before we do, I want to get down to UFC 261, which is tonight. Couple interesting fights. I'm going to start with the Zhang Weili versus Rose Namajunas. I'm going to bet I still have the rotten apple juice, so I'm going to bet those on this fight because it's a little fight, so I'm going to make a little bet. I think Zhang is probably at this point a much better fighter. I think this could be a destruction tonight. I think that's what we might witness. And Rose has been inconsistent for the last few years, and I don't think she's been herself for a while. At one point she was pretty dangerous. She earned her nickname Thug. But as of late, she's been inconsistent, and she hasn't been busy enough to really know if she can be a thug anymore. And Zhang Weili is hungry. I think she's going to take her out. So I'm picking Zhang to win this fight. Or Weili Zhang. Why am I saying Zhang Weili? Sorry, I got her name backwards. It's Weili Zhang. I'm going to pick her to win tonight. And for the next fight that I'm going to pick, it's Valentina Shevchenko versus Jessica Andrade. I'm trying to remember this. I wrote it down. I forgot to bring everything up. So much for show prep. So that fight's, some people think it's going to be an interesting fight. And I think Valentina Shevchenko is, she's the real deal. She's very dangerous, and there's not many fighters better than her, except maybe, Amanda Nunes. So I think it should be an easy win for her. I think she'll probably TKO or get a KO over Jessica Andrade. So if I'm wrong, I'll bet one square of the Chili Cherry Nightmare if I'm wrong. So Valentina Shevchenko will be my bet on that fight. I think she'll obviously win. And in the main event, we've got Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Masvidal 2. The first fight, was short notice. Masvidal did all right, and I did question how he might have done had he had a full training camp. And now I guess he technically has had a full training camp, but I'm not sure anything different's going to happen this time around. I think Kamaru Usman is a real deal. I think he's a good champion. He could prove to be a great champion, with a solid win tonight and a few more under his belt. I think he is the real deal. So I don't think he's GSP great, but he's up there. I think he's going to prove that. I think tonight he should be able to make easy work of Jorge. I don't want him to see him go to a decision. I want to see him, do his thing and try to get him out of there. Don't play it safe for the safe win. Because Jorge is dangerous and Jorge can win. He's the kind of guy that can win with the knockout. He's the kind of guy that can catch him once and that's it. So Kamaru has to respect his power, but I think he can out-wrestle him again. And even though Jorge will be a little more prepared, I think he'll eventually get tired and the same thing will happen. So I will bet the other square of the Chili Cherry Nightmare on Kamaru Usman winning that fight and retaining his title. Even though I really like Jorge Masvidal as a fighter, I don't think he can win it. I think he has a chance, but I don't think he's going to. So those are my picks for UFC 261. And now it's time to do the punishment, which I've been dreading and which you guys have been waiting for, especially Pierre, because he is just a friggin' guy, you know what I'm saying? And, I know Joshua, he's been watching the UFC more and talking to me about the UFC a lot, and I know he's probably itching to see this happen too. And probably Pedro will just say something nice and ignore my pain. So, I said about a quarter. There's about a quarter. I hate this. I really do. So this is for you. You guys better subscribe, share, get this video out there. I want to see this thing grow. Help me grow it. If you haven't subscribed, hit that freaking subscribe button. It's free. Hit the likes up, the thumbs up, and let's keep this going and make some comments. Tell me what you guys think about my proposal. All right. It's so hot. Oh, God. Oh. 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 That part of my tongue is just roasting. Oh, my God. 4.5 instantly. Oh. This is what happens when you pick the wrong fight. Unfortunately, I feel like I got ripped off, but I didn't have any hot food this week to prep. It's not as bad as last time. That's a good thing. Oh, my tongue is hot. It tastes like fucking friggin' Reapers. Almost swore. It's going up my nose. It's opening up. Sweating a bit. Tongue feels like someone dropped hot coal on it. Solid 4.5, 4, something like that. It's all in the middle where I dropped it. It's not really spreading to the throat. So we'll see what happens next week. Depending on how these picks go. If Valentina loses, if Zhang loses, or if Usman loses, there will be trouble. It's spreading to the back of my tongue a bit. Oh, bad. But I'm the champ, and I could take it. Sweating a bit, not crazy. Starting to subside to like a 3.5. All right. Make sure you subscribe. Check out last week's video where I made the wrong pick. Check out this video here. We'll see how I do on these fights tonight, and maybe I'll have to do punishment again next week. See you then. Thanks for tuning in.